sure you probably heard the chewing. Oh well. I'm eating. You can tell. Anyway, here we are. Mass Effect. I've decided that even if it takes me a long time, you know, months or years or whatever it is, just because of how busy I've been, I think I want to try and record like a comprehensive playthrough of the Mass Effect series. And maybe it's just because I want a good excuse to play this game again, or maybe it's because I think that despite very, very fierce competition from series such as Halo and Assassin's Creed to some extent, but not really, and StarCraft, I suppose. I mean, truly, I think Mass Effect, despite all that, is still the very best video game I have ever played. Like, the three of them, especially, all put together. It's a combination of a great gameplay and great plot, like great characters, like, you know, both of those in one game, and the epic story it's created and the entire other world that you can be immersed in is truly impressive, and I really feel it should be experienced, you know, by anybody who has the time and the inclination. So anyway, perhaps this will just be for myself, for my own sort of, you know, records, I suppose, but I think I want to give this a spin again. So anyway, here we go. Well,
welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Oh, right.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Right, so here's where we decide what to do. You know, I hadn't actually decided yet what I wanted to do. I think... See, right now I have a soldier and an infiltrator that I've already done, and I think I still want to do one of those too. Basically, there are 6 classes you can do, so there are... Well, I don't know if I can actually do this or not. What if I press that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so what you do is you create your character in the beginning, and you give him a first name. I've got 2 that are named Nathaniel, it looks like. I guess that one's after the first time I ever played the game. This is after the second, and then this is another playthrough I did as a soldier. And you choose where they came from, so you can either choose colonist, where they grew up in the colonies out in space, and at some point when they were young, their colony was attacked and their parents were killed or something like that, so they joined the Alliance, which is this military organization. Or you can choose Earthborn, where they grew up as an orphan on the streets of like the giant cities on Earth, or you can choose Spacer, where they were just sort of a military brat, if you will. I guess not brat, but, you know, just brought up by both of their parents who were in the military. So I think for this one I went with Earthborn, the infiltrator guy, and this one I went with colonist. I'm not really sure. I think I don't know yet, because then on this one you can choose their reputation. So this one's a sole survivor, where your character basically sees the rest of their squad murdered, and then, you know, that's sort of their psychological background. And this one is a war hero who is just a well-known, you know, hero of bravery and all that kind of stuff. And then the other one that you can do, which I don't have here, is basically this character where you're what's known as ruthless. So there was some kind of incident where you sacrificed a lot of your men to just get somebody dead or something like that. So in the classes you can have soldier, engineer, infiltrator, vanguard, which combines, you know, sort of a casting powers with soldiers, and then biotic, who is just mostly all casting, and then I think that's it. So I don't really know actually what I want to do. It looks like it takes about 24 hours to play through the game. Almost exactly. Wow, would you look at that? Because, yeah, I mean, I really enjoy the infiltrator. Just in terms of the other games, I think I had a really good time with him. But I don't know. See, a lot of people have a lot of different philosophies on this. First of all, a lot of people wanted to is really tricked out, you know, Commander Shepard guy with like crazy powers and whatever. And I think well, that's all well and good, but I don't ever really identify with him as much. So that's why I either did Soldier Infiltrators. You know, Soldier is just, you know, all about combat skills, and the Infiltrator's a sniper and uses hacking skills. So I don't know. I mean, and then actually I kind of look what my Soldier. I think he looks cooler. Like I kind of wish I had the level of my Infiltrator and the looks of my Soldier. And the psychological background, I don't know. I think when I initially made the Infiltrator here, I did Soul Survivor because I felt like I kind of identified with that coming from a, you know, this really torn background. And in some ways, the Colonist origin also sort of taps into that, so. So I don't really know. Trying to think of how these play out in the other series and which one I really want to sort of go with. I don't know. A lot of people have been really critical of the whole like male Shepard soldier guy. It's just sort of spectacular, but I don't know. I think they're being a little bit too critical, so I'm leaning towards Soldier. I probably should have thought this through before I started recording, but you know, whatever. If you're watching this, you're not in a hurry anyway, so neither am I. You know, I think I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out.